For the past 3 weeks, Ethan Walker had been seeing something that was driving him crazy. Every night when he lay down to sleep, he would have a dream. But this dream was no ordinary dream. It was a desolate place, plunged into darkness. No trees, no sounds, just a field filled with deep fog. And in that field, every night, a shadow would follow him. He would run, scream, but the shadow would catch him, and then he would be killed. The first night, the shadow broke his neck. The second night, the shadow dragged him to the ground and slashed him with a knife. The third night, Ethan was burned. But the real horror began when he woke up to real wounds on his body, a blue mark on his neck, a scratch on his chest, a burn scar on the arm. Samantha laughed when she saw this mark for the first time. You would hurt yourself in your sleep, but Ethan knew. He just lay there in his sleep. So what was all this happening? Ethan searched for that place on the map in his dream, and surprisingly, that field was actually on the outskirts of New York, the grounds of an old mental asylum which had been closed in the 1960s. The place where many patients had been found dead in their sleep. Ethan felt as if he was going to become one of them. Ethan decided he couldn't take it anymore. He met with Dr. Vasquez, a famous New York sleep specialist. You say you die in your dreams every night? The doctor asked confusedly. And in the morning, there are wounds on the body which were caused in your sleep. Ethan removed his shirt and showed a burn mark on his arm. The doctor said seriously, this is not a normal sleep disorder. I need to record your sleep. Ethan was admitted to the sleep lab. Sensors connected to his head, heart, and eyes began to monitor his every movement. Everything seemed fine at night, but as soon as Ethan closed his eyes, he found himself in the same dream again. The light was shining, the empty field, and then that shadow. But this time, the shadow was speaking. You touched the ground. That place, that grave, you can't go back now. Ethan ran, screamed, but the shadow dissolved into the air and appeared. You come to die every night, Ethan. This is punishment. An old mistake. When Ethan opened his eyes, the entire lab was buzzing with alarm bells. The doctor came running in. Your heart stopped beating for a few minutes and Ethan's body was full of blood. There was a deep stab wound on his back. But Dr. Vasquez was surprised. How could this happen? You were lying here. No one could touch you. The doctor began to delve into the past. And then a secret was revealed. Ethan's mother, when she was pregnant, had an accident near the same mental asylum. At that time, a dangerous patient there, Elisha Crow, who called himself the Messenger of Dreams, had died. It is said that he used to kill people in their sleep. His spirit was never buried. In fact, the place is still closed today, declared a forbidden area. You may have been connected to him in some way. The next night, Ethan woke up from his sleep, and his eyes were black for a while. Samantha was scared. You look like someone else, Ethan. Ethan started laughing, but there were two tones in his voice. Do you think those dreams are just dreams? And the next day, Samantha also had a scratch on her neck. Ethan was now starting to feel uneasy even during the day. There were dark circles under his eyes, old wounds on his body, and a look of fear on his face all the time. One night, he entered a new horror. This time, Ethan found himself in a hall of closed graves. Each grave had his name written on it. Samantha was still with him, but fear was also surrounding him. These dreams no longer only come in sleep, Sam. They are also coming before his waking eyes, Ethan said in a trembling voice. Ethan Walker, killed by fire. Ethan Walker, drowned in blood. Ethan Walker torn by shadows, then a grave opened and Elijah Crow's voice came. When a soul dies in sleep, it separates from the body. You have entered my world. You are my heir, Ethan. Now you will kill others in your sleep. Ethan looked at his hands in his bent position. They were covered in blood. In the morning, Samantha's dead body was found, her eyes wide open, the same horror on her face, which Ethan had felt in his dreams every night. The police arrested Ethan, but found no evidence against him. They were watching CCTV footage and Ethan was lying on the bed, sleeping without moving. But Samantha's screams were real. The doctor admitted, Ethan no longer just enters sleep. He can also enter the sleep of others. He has become a sleep parasite. Ethan is sitting in a lonely, closed room. He closes his eyes and on the other side, an innocent child is seen sleeping on his bed. The room is foggy. The shadow grows, and a weak voice comes. Let me sleep, please. But now there is only a blank smile on Ethan's face. Sometimes, sleep doesn't just bring peace, it comes to steal your soul. And if you die in your dream, you may never wake up. If you liked this horror story, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cursed Narratives. We bring you such scary, viral, and thrilling stories every week. Click the bell icon so that next night, S-Sleep can give you a chance to recover because the next story might come in your dream.